Hey up, people, Arsenal here. Welcome back to the channel. Arsenal have lost 3-2 against Villarreal. Back-to-back defeats for Arsenal. I'm going to be saying that a lot, and that is not good enough. We're already 4 games into pre-season, and we've already lost of our fucking games. I'm actually angry. It's disappointing losing to Tottenham over in Hong Kong, yeah? But to not even be fired up and get a victory, even in a penalty shootout, how are we expected to win a league title when we're going to be confident, despite the signings, when we've made, like, not good enough strides following that? I'm very disappointed and very angry in the way we've played and lost and conceded those goals today. Let's get into it. Obviously, if you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. We're very close to 900. We're trying to get to 1,000 as the new season begins. To the left of the screen, there you go, is my player ratings. I'm very unhappy. Very unhappy with certain level of players. Let's get into it. I expected Arsenal to beat Villarreal comfortably. I was thinking a 2-0, a 3-0, a 4-0 victory, like we did all those years ago when we hammered Sevilla with Gabriel Jesus balling out. First game back at the Emirates, sun is shining, Madueke debut, Victor Gyökeres first start. You know, players coming in for fire. It wasn't that. How we conceded like 20 minutes into the game with Nicolas Pepe? How? Nicolas Pepe would start for this Arsenal team. I'm not joking. He is better than Martinelli. Every time Pepe had the ball, he had Lewis Skelly on ropes. And I like Lewis Skelly, but the preseason is one to forget for this guy. I'd understand it if he had, um, this was his first ever start for Arsenal. He's his season in. It was one to forget. If this was his first time, I doubt he would get many minutes for Arsenal. I'll be honest, because it's disappointing to watch him just get beaten past so easily by a former Arsenal player. Shout out Pepe. I thought he was one of the players of the match. He caused Arsenal havoc. He scored, created a few chances, was exciting to watch. Who is actually so similar to our new signing in Madueke, who missed a penalty. We'll talk about him in a bit. But yes, the scoreline reads 2-3 and a 4-5 penalty shootout defeat. We end up going 2-0 down. Pepe, in the build-up, puts the ball into the box. Like, it's poor defending from Kivior, who had a nightmare of a game. Their striker scores in it, and then 2-0, and you're coasting through the game. You're trying to gather some momentum, and there was no momentum. This was a side without Havertz, without kind of Fury, but had Timber returning, had a Gabriel returning in the second half, that had Saka starting, that had Gyökeres making his debut. We'll talk about him in a second as well. The goals we conceded weren't good enough. Yet we get into the game, 2-1 at half time. Good cross from Martinelli on a set piece, handed in by Norgard. It's poor defending from Villarreal and their goalkeeper. No one's marking Norgard. The goalkeeper could have saved that with feet, but he turned into Andre Onana, and it is what it is. You're thinking in your head, you're going to make changes. But what does he do, Mikel Arteta? He takes off Erdegaard and Ben White. I mean, sorry, Neri and Ben White, who will arguably are two most active players in the whole game. Who was on the ball, trying to create chances. Ben White with his overlapping runs in behind, been one of the players of preseason. Only gets 45 minutes. Okay? Well, preseason. It's preseason. What be doing? He's trying to rotate players. He's trying to rotate. He's trying to. Okay. He brings on Mosquera. Exciting. But then we go 3-1 behind in the second half, and he's trying to be the last man back for Danjuma, who scored the third goal, ended up winning them the game. Diamond comes on off the bench, was very exciting, earns himself yet another penalty. He's earned 2 penalties in this preseason, which Erdegaard has slotted in. 3-2. Didn't create enough chances to get an equaliser with Gyökeres on off the pitch. And then come the penalty shootouts. Utter woke nonsense. Don't know why. I don't understand what the fucking point was that. You had Gabriel and Madueke taking penalties. Gabriel has come back from injury. Madueke on his Arsenal debut. They didn't give a shit. And ultimately lost in the penalty shootout. What? So what if we had won the penalty shootout? We'd still drawn the game. Made no sense. It made no sense to me. You know, Kepa Arrizabalaga didn't save one. They missed two penalties. Ultimately, it was what 4-3 in the end. I think I put 5-4, thinking it was 5-4, but what do I know about football? We got one more game of pre-season, and that is against Athletic Club de Bilbao, which is going to be a decent tie, a decent level position. Like Villarreal, have been playing Champions League football the past few years. I need a thumping. I need a big win. I need something. We're playing. It's an Emirates Cup game. There's a lot of on stake for a pre-season trophy. It's our pre-season uh, Premier League, if you want to call it, our pre-season Champions League. You know, we take this competition seriously every year. We try and win it. I want to win that trophy. I want to bring that home and then be confident ahead of that Man United game. Because Berta has done well in the transfer window, but Arteta hasn't done enough in this pre-season. Oh, but we need Eze. We want Martinelli to be good. We want Martinelli to be better. He's not good enough. We sold Smith Rowe for Martinelli. We didn't play Nelson enough for Martinelli. And Martinelli, time after time, has not proved to be that great with his play. Yes, he got an assist, but he missed too many chances. His end product was absolutely non-existent today. It wasn't good enough. It wasn't good enough. You know, uh, Raya could have done better for both goals. Should have been more alert. You know, to come out of his line for Pepe and the other striker. I can't remember his name. I think he, but what like moving like Ramsdale just standing like a statue at times. Normally, Raya's very quick to come off of a cross to deflect the ball. Wasn't anywhere to be seen. But yeah, I thought Ben White had a decent game with his overlapping runs. As I said, we've missed him. He's a very good player. Saliba, okay, he's getting back into pre-season and whatnot. Best in the world shouts, not yet. I don't care if it's pre-season. He's not had a good pre-season by my standards. He's not had a great pre-season by my standards. Kivior, there was a massive bid from Porto, 27 million obligation to buy, loan fee. Porto can actually fuck themselves. They can actually fuck themselves after that bid. Forza Benfica. Benfica has not pissed us off one bit in this transfer window. But I didn't think one Portuguese team, let alone two Portuguese teams, would piss me off. But they put in an insulting low offer bid for one of the better centre backs of Arsenal Football Club in his fourth season at Arsenal, getting older and better. But he had a stinker today. Lewis Skelly's not had a great preseason, as I've said. 4 out of 10 for both Kivio and Skelly. I didn't think it was good. Marino misses his penalty, right? Does the hop and skip. You're not Jorginho. Not good enough. I just what he does in midfield. I don't know what he's good at. It just reminds me of Sambi Lokonga, of a Matteo Flamini that's just there for numbers. I need this guy to be better with his passing. I need this guy to be stuck in making tackles. I don't see enough of that. We've lost to a side that just employed a former Arsenal player that has been on bail for RNSA. And we've brought in Marino and Zubimendi to replace them and this and that. Whatever, man. Uh, if you are a victim of RNFC, please click the link in the bio. Because this is a serious topic. I can't just talk about football and then not talk about that as I remember about it now. They signed this man, Villarreal. And they're not happy about it, those Villarreal fans, but they're happy of the two tonight, having won a penalty shootout and won a game tonight. And there was barely any Villarreal fans for the friendly. They're Santi Cazorla derby. When he comes home from his Oviedo, he's going to read the chat and be like, oh, Villarreal won, whoopie do. Great. I'm not happy, man. I'm not happy. Norgard, decent header. Done one or two fancy flicks. That was it. I didn't see enough of him. Need him to improve his passing. He's a good player. It's just been nah this preseason, not gonna lie. Saka beat past the defense every time. End product a bit lacking, but I didn't think Gyökeres or Martinelli were at the right place at the right time. I thought Waneri had a decent spell. Don't know why he got taken off at half time. Should have played 60 minutes in my opinion. Martinelli, dross. for sell, sell, sell. If others are bidding, make sure he beats the world record fee that we've got, which is 35 million. I'm okay. I am fed up of saying I need more from him. I am fed up of saying I need you to prove me wrong. I am beyond fed up of watching this guy run like an AI like this. I am fed up. Look up. Look up. No, we look up to you. We look up to you, but you don't inspire me like Martin Luther King. You de-inspire me. You outspire me. You provoke excitement in the fans when I'm on ball. Yes, you've got a cute little shimmy. You've got a cute little shimmy. But we let go of Smith Rowe, who's by far better with his output at Arsenal Football Club. Like, I'm disappointed, man, over the lack of progress that this guy has made, man. Onto the striker. None of that today. There was no mask off, mask on nonsense. He just didn't get involved enough. Did have a couple of shots and goal, but I didn't think he was involved. Like, you know when Havertz is involved in the game. Second half, substitutions. Odegaard done all right when he came on. I thought Mosquera done all right when he came on. Mosquera unlucky to be having to play catch up because Gabriel's legs ain't there just yet. You know, Benjuma runs through a goal, gets the goal, repeated. But I thought Mosquera put in a good couple of crosses in it, right, until he went to centre back to Timber come on. Done all right. But Zinchenko, man. Zinchenko. I seen this guy get twisted up every fucking time. I am tired of his defensive negligence and his impurity when it comes to political agendas. This guy is still not apologized for his stupid political post, nor has he improved his defensive game on the football pitch. I pray and I pray that we sell this man, we sell this guy. You want to defend your country, go defend them in the world, said Sergio Aurier. That guy is a proper Arsenal fan, not this guy right here. I'm sorry for going all political. I'm fed up of watching Shitchenko on. I'm tired, Robbie. I'm tired. Five. Took a good penalty. That's the only reason why he got a five. Yeah. Murray, Superman done all right. But there was an instance where he should have shot. Instead, he tries to flick the ball into the box. It was a good pass in the end, but the ball just ended up going to nowhere. And I just felt he should have shot. Should have shot. God, like I said, was good. Darwin was our player of the game again. We're now relying on a 15-year-old, like we did with Saka all of those years ago when he first burst onto the scene as a 17-year-old. I don't want Arsenal to be relying on a 15-year-old who's taking it to them because he's got no centre of gravity, because he plays with no fear. I want him to be the bonus when he comes off the bench. So that when we're winning, like when we beat Brentford 3-0 with a good performance from Fabio Vieira, oh my God, we saw one area and we can just be like, yeah, he looks decent, yeah, embed him in. Instead, you've got fans like Lee Donnan saying this guy's the real deal, fans saying that he should be starting games. I don't want Arsenal to be relying on a 15-year-old so that when he becomes 28, 29, he's in Turkey trying to grow a hair transplant because Arsenal stressed him out and all the injuries have stressed him out. 15 years old and he's become one of our better players. It's not good enough. Sorry. I thought he was electric. One of the players of pre-season. Earned himself a penalty. Superb. Missed that silly penalty. He just took it like he didn't care. Here, my man. This is how I think he approached it as a Londoner myself. Here, my man. Why would we take a penalty, broski? You know what, yeah? I'll probably just tap it and it'll just go in, broski. Come on, man. Eh. Fuck it. Here, my man. Utter woke nonsense. Brother, why are we doing penalty shootouts after losing the game? Here, my man. Here, my man. Like, is that? What are we doing? But I was excited watching Madueke play when he come off the bench for that throw with Martinelli. He was freezing past defenders like there was no tomorrow. But he needs to brush up his crossing ability. I want to see Kieran Tierney as crossing. Because that Scotsman was one of the best crosses we had at the club, and we let him go to Celtic. I need the crosses to be 10 out of 10. I need him to score rockets like Andros Townsend did for Spurs. For those who remember, shout out Anenya. He done all right when he came on, but that penalty was careless. Rice also came on. He come on for Gyökeres actually. Marino went up front. I thought he done all right. Took his penalty brilliantly. Made the impact. Strong, decent. But there's my player ratings, guys. I'm angry, man. We lost to Tottenham, and what angered me even more was people didn't care. What do you mean we're losing to Tottenham Hotspur? Tottenham. When we beat them home in the world, in the time we beat Man United, we bet that game in the community shield. Or that feeling when we beat. Nah, man, but I had fun watching that game. We done Chelsea home and away. You know, when we done 19 points in 50 points in 19 games. You know, we were beating them home and away in their ground too. We beat them 4-0 in pre-season, bruv. But no, you know what the baddest thing is? Last season we played Bournemouth. We drew 1-1. We lost home and away in the Premier League. This gave Tottenham a bit of a boost on the flank. But Tottenham, guys, fuck off. Sorry for the bad language. I'm tired. And we lost to Villarreal, who bumped us out the Europa League semi-final under my man Lego over here. I'm not Arteta in, I'm not Arteta out. But if we have a bad start to the season, it will be an Arteta crash out, bro. Because we got the signings he wanted. He wanted a striker. He wanted an attacking player. He got it. He was Eze. He'll likely get Eze because birthday is the truth. He wanted defender. He got a new defender. From France, Renee. Yeah, yeah, it's crazy. But I need Arsenal to get Eze in immediately because Arsenal right now with this left winger is not good enough, and the fact that I didn't see Trossard get minutes is so sad because it means he's leaving, and I don't want him to leave. Because Trossard is one of our better finishers at Arsenal Football Club. He's one of our best players off the bench, a proper threat. Look, if he wants game time, he wants game time. But I'd rather get more goals in less minutes, playing 20 minutes, than be getting 90-minute appearances, not getting a goal. I'll be honest. So and if there's contract negotiations and dispute, I'm not gonna lie. The 20 million, the fee that we could get, I don't mind letting him go on the free. I'd rather win the league title and let him go on the free because he was clinical when we needed him. Martinelli isn't clinical enough, but yeah, it's only pre-season, guys. Yeah, pre-season. When we stunk up the gap against Tottenham and Chelsea in pre-season for Mind UK, yeah, when we were coming back off of a COVID year, yeah, off of what happened in our first three games? We faced Brentford, Chelsea, and Man City. We lost three games, not scoring a single goal. You know what happened that pre-season as well? We drew against Rangers and lost to Villarreal in Scotland. But pre-season doesn't matter. We let Nicolas Pepe prove to them that he should have been playing week in, week out for Arsenal. Because he would have been a better player than Willian. Actually, they played alongside each other. He would have been at least a decent backup for Saka. And then maybe we would have let him go this season or last season or whatever. We let him go on a free. And he was 72 million. He's a good player. Better than Martinelli. But yeah, that's my video sorted, guys. Big up to everyone in the chat. Shout out you, man. Means a lot to me. Like everyone just watching the stream. In a bit, people. I'm gonna